Yeah. Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jaylen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, Hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy, Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. I am back. I am back home. As you can see, I'm still kind of resetting up my life. You know what I'm saying? I had my nephew stay over for a couple of nights, and so we're back on schedule, though. I am back in Florida. For those that don't know, I am from Florida. Had a great trip, but I am ready to talk some Eagles. A lot has happened in these past couple of days. I feel as though a lot has happened in these past couple of days. So we're going to talk about it. Quickly, shout out to my guy, Jacob Taylor. Shout out to my guy, Richard Ruth, for re-ing up that membership. I appreciate you. It is still only $1, guys. So if you guys do want to join the membership, there is a link, the top link in the description. Go ahead and join up. You get, early access to everything. Shout out to my guy, Rome Major, another channel member. Shout out to my guy, AK Eagles, in the building. Another one. Yo, Castro is back, baby. Let's go. Let's get it, man. I'm hype. I appreciate all you guys for sticking around. What's good, Lindy? What's good, my guy? What's good? So like I said, what's good, Adi? What's good, man? Hey, shout out to everybody, man. It's good to see everybody's face again, for real. I know it's not face, but it's good to see everybody's name again. Ref Taco in the building. What's up? Cameron Holmes in the building. Julio Martin Naves. I hope I said that right. The Eagles are trying to trade up to 8 or 9 for Horn or Surtain if they can't take Waddle. I would not be mad at that. If you feel as though you're going to get sniped by, the Cowboys or the Giants, then I can see you trying to move up a little bit and getting one of the best cornerbacks in the draft, whoever that is. Let's just hop into it, man. Let's just hop right into the smoke, right? I want to quickly talk about Julio. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know how I feel about us trading for Julio. I am not on board. For Julio Jones to come to the Philadelphia Eagles. I am not on board for that. I feel like it'll take too much. He's old. He's not, he's not 40 or nothing. He's not 35 or nothing, but he's old. I think he's 31, maybe 30. I'm not into it. I'm not a fan of the idea of him coming over here. If it's for very cheap, if we get him like for some type of, Darius Slay type deal where we're only giving up mid-round picks, then come back to me and I'll have a different story for you. But if we're going to have to give up what I think we would, which would be premier draft stock, draft capital. So I'm thinking maybe a first, even if it's a next year first. I'm thinking maybe a second if it's a this year thing. Like, I'm not down with that. I don't think that's what we need to do. If you want to go get a wide receiver, go get a wide receiver. I think there's a lot of good wide receivers in this draft. I'm not good with giving up. At that point, you should have stood at 6, got you Jamar Chase or whoever the premier guy is. What's good, Mr. T? He says, if we have the cap room, I'm all in for Julio. If anything less than a first round pick, I can. Yeah, that's where it is with me. Like in my head, I have an idea of what his price would be, or I should say what the Falcons price would be for him. And I'm not willing to pay that. I'm not. I'm sorry. Like, if he's a part of some package deal, maybe we can figure something out. Like, I'm hearing the rumors that Ertz is definitely going to be traded on draft night no matter what. So if he's part of like a trade package where we're not giving up first round picks, maybe it's all about what we have to give up for him. And I'm not giving up a first. And I would really hesitate giving up a second, to be honest. And it's mainly because of his age. And realistically, it's just we're not a player away. If we were a player away, if this was like, all right, look, if we get Julio Jones, we can make a crazy run in the playoffs. I don't feel like we're there yet. We're still in the position that we have to figure out what we have on this team. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you still want to figure out what Jalen Reagor is, which I don't know why he deleted his Twitter, I guess we can get to that if we want to. But you still have to figure out what this whole team is on the offensive side. You have a lot of young weapons. I don't think adding Julio is a move that helps the youth on this team. That's where I stand with Julio. I know it's probably going to be, a unpopular opinion, but it is what it is. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people saying they don't like Waddle. Obviously, we just saw that they announced that Waddle would most likely be their move. And then you got to take all these reports with a grain of salt at the end of the day. We don't really know what's going to happen. A lot of stuff gets thrown out there just to kind of throw teams off of their train of thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that the Eagles especially like to put stuff in the media that necessarily is not going to happen. He said players' careers go to die in Philly. Says the team that has not done nothing in 25 years? There's a lot of careers that have died in those 25 years. But hey, I mean, your best quarterback is a better analyzer. He's a better announcer, but that's neither here nor there. We need Devontae Smith. I would not be mad at Devontae Smith. I would not be mad at Devontae Smith. I would not be mad at Jaylen Waddle. I don't really understand why people hate Jaylen Waddle. If you really, I mean, size-wise, I get it, but the same argument can be said for somebody like Devontae Smith. Look, Jaylen Waddle was that guy before his injury. That's probably the scariest thing was his injury. I think it was he broke his ankle or something like that. Definitely correct me in the comments. But look, I'm down with Waddle if we're staying at 12. I don't think he's somebody that you really, move up for, but I like Waddle. I like Waddle. Devontae Smith, honestly, if you move up to number 8 or 9, I could see you going for Devontae Smith. I wouldn't be mad at that. If you move to 8 or 9 to get Kyle Pitts, I wouldn't be mad at that. If you move to 4 to get Kyle Pitts, I would be upset about that. If you move to 3 to get a Kyle Pitts, or even a Jamar Chase, I just don't get that. At that point, you stay at 6 and you move from there, because moving up that much it just doesn't make sense. I don't believe any of the. I really don't believe any of the hype as far as the trading up. I think we're going to stay put. I did say a couple weeks ago that, hey, if you want to trade up and go get Jamar Chase, I'm down with it. But everything's dependent on what we would have to give up. If we have to give up too much, I'm not down. I'm not down with the Brown. You know what I mean? It's talking about Brown. Shout out to all the content creators that we just dropped picks 22 through 29. Did it a little differently because we're coming up on the draft. Didn't have time to really do all the 30-minute interviews. But we just dropped 22 through 29. We had Engraven vids on here for the Ravens. We had New York Jets talk, the Dogs podcast. We had some real UFC chat. We had some really big names. It was an honor. It was a blessing to have all of them on the channel. So definitely go check it out. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens. Definitely go check that out. Bro, I look at him deleting his Twitter as a way to keep his head out of the drama. And I agree. I agree, and I respect that. The only thing, I don't know if this was Photoshop. It probably was Photoshop, but he put, I'm taking everything personally. I don't know about that. It's come on, man. Just don't respond to it. If you want to get away from it, just get away from it. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But don't respond to it negatively like that, or subliminally, I should say, not even negatively. I'm down with Waddle. Was Bama's clear number 1, so he got hurt. Exactly. I mean, look, the boy was going to put up, I hate to say boy, the man was about to put up some monster numbers, last year before he got hurt. I think in the first 4 games, he had 4 touchdowns. He had 4 catches of over 40 yards or something like that. He was going crazy in the first 4 games. And then, it is what it is. Deshaun was never injury prone. Waddle always injured. Is he always injured? I know about this last injury. I don't know his full injury history. Honestly, I don't want to sit here and act like I do. But if he is always injured, then that's definitely something to look at. But I just really know about the broken ankle. So broken ankle and came back for the championship game. I mean, he looked good. He looked good this offseason and everything. I like the kid. If it's at 12, it's at 12. That's my big thing. Yeah, see, I only thought that's the only one I saw when I was looking him up. So, like I said, I didn't know, so I didn't want to be sitting here like, oh, you're a liar. Yeah, you never know. I just don't want 2 small wide receivers on the field and 1 big one that is below average, JJ or Fulgham, the 1-month wonder. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting because the thing with Waddle to me is that he reminds me so much of like a Steve Smith. Like he's just so, and I'm not saying he's going to become Steve Smith, but he's just so scrappy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he runs great routes. Obviously, is a burner, but he's just so scrappy. And like, I feel like he's one of those dudes that you put the ball in his hand and he'll make something happen. And like I said, I'm not saying go trade up for him. I'm not saying he's the best wide receiver in this class, but at number 12, listen, I would not be mad at that. I would not be upset about that. The oldest prospect is 25. Never saw the Cowboys get to the Super Bowl. I know a lot of you guys are younger too, and I know a lot of you guys never saw them get to the Super Bowl. So, you know, they talk all this history stuff. It is what it is. It is what it is. Eric Nunez in here for the smoke. I respect it. You know, I ain't one of those dudes that's going to sit here and talk about how Dak Prescott about to fold again. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not one of those dudes that going to continuously bring up that we beat you 17-9 with our practice squad guys. Like, that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's a lot of different people. Like somebody will probably come on here that's like, you know, real petty Eagles fan and be like, Ben DiNucci was your best quarterback. You know, people will say that, but you know, I'm not one of those guys. So when did you make me a mod? Probably sometime during the vacation. I always see you on here, so you know what it is. You know, I know you're a Cowboys fan, but it's still love. What's good, Mitch? What's good, brother? How you doing, man? Everybody go check out my guy Mitch, man. He's putting on for Philly content in general. You know what I'm saying? Philly content in general. Definitely go show love. Appreciate you coming in. Bring up that you lost to Dalton. I didn't bring that up for a reason. We're gonna move on. We're going to move on. It is what it is. We're still better. We're still far better. You know what I'm saying? It's just how life goes. That ugly star, get it? You know what I mean? He ain't. Yeah, I digress. Do you think we can land Julio? Can we? Definitely. I think that we have the assets to do it. Should we? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I really do not think that this is the move that we need to make. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I would have been all in. And look, if we can get him for cheap, definitely. Like I said, if you can get him for like mid-round picks, I'm down. I am down with it. But if you're having to give up premier picks for Julio Jones, I just don't think we're in the position to do that. I think we need to rebuild, not even rebuild this roster. At the very least, we need to retool it. So we'll see what happens. What's good, Adi? What's good? Ertz for Julio. If it's that cheap, hey, Ertz don't want to be here anymore. Oh, look at that. Sean Lee retired. Uh-oh. And Cowboys are zeroing in on Patrick Surtain at 10. J.C. Horn would be in. That's not. That sucks for the Cowboys. They just lost their centerpiece. He's always hurt too. The same QB that beat us 17-9, you let him go. He ain't do nothing in that game. Let's not start this, man. I definitely good on Julio. We need to get younger, man. Exactly. Shout out to my guy Taylor Bowers. Exactly, bro. I'm not trying to. We have to figure out what we have. If you're trying to give up on Zach Ertz so you can, you know, see what this team is about and go cheaper, I feel like getting somebody like Julio, unfortunately, right now for us is just a sideways step. You know what I'm saying? I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it. What's good, Rome? He says, would you move up or stay at 12? I would move. Look, I would move up to like 4 or something, depending on what you can get. Like, it all depends on how cheap and how much it costs you or whatever. But if you can package it so that you're getting rid of Ertz, maybe a first round next year, you know what I'm saying, at the most, and like, you know, a late round pick at the most, like, you know what I'm saying, nothing crazy. Like, figure something out with Ertz, and then if you go and get somebody like Jamar Chase, I'm down. That's, you know, that's a move for the future. If we move up for somebody like Penei Sewell, I like Penei Sewell, and I think he's a great player, and I think he's probably the best, you know, offensive lineman in this draft. You know, it's hands down to me, but it can be debatable. Some people like Rashawn Slater, but either way, I just don't think that's a move that helps us like now and in the future. We have a lot of young offensive linemen. I just don't want to see us go somewhere. I don't want to see us give up assets to get a position that we don't necessarily need. If it's a wide receiver, you can sell me on that. If it's, I hate to say this because you guys are going to hate me, but if you wanted to go out there and get a quarterback, I understand why you went out. You know, I get it. But if it's like a position that I don't know, or if you're going up to get Christian Barrymore or one of the defensive linemen, I will be sick. So, I mean, it really depends on who it is. I personally, just stay at 12 because even move back a couple. Like at this point, let's not do anything that's going to really jeopardize us too much. If you wanted to make a solid decision, if you wanted to, if you wanted to strap up for the next draft, if you wanted to get a bunch of draft picks for next year, then stay with that. Stay with that mindset. That's where I'm at right now. I know it's kind of weird, but I'm just like, I don't want to see us give up what we got now. Unless it's for somebody like a Jamar Chase that we moved back. I feel like we moved back because we couldn't get him. So if you can move up to 4 or 5 or something like that and grab him, and it's not too expensive, it's basically giving up what you got and maybe a Ertz on top of it. Okay, I can deal with that. Joey, take a corner at 12 and use Ertz and pick. I wouldn't be mad at that either. I would not be mad at that either. I like Bateman a lot. If we take a corner, are you guys taking J.C. Horn or Patrick Surtain? Assuming that they're both on the board. All right, I want to know. I did my video, and honestly, I said I would take Patrick Surtain. I just think he's more NFL ready right now. I think that J.C. Horn can come in and be a starter, but I think that, Patrick Surtain is just going to be I don't even want to say star, but he's going to be a solid player from day one. I think J.C. Horn might take a couple weeks to really get acclimated to a new system and all that stuff. There's a lot of cornerbacks in this draft. Dak is better than Hurts. We'll see. I can't say nothing yet. We just can't blow this. I feel you. What's good, Bryce? I feel you, bro. I just want the Eagles to draft. I feel you, man. That's all I'm hoping. I am so excited. Shout out to everybody that we have in here. We got 35 people in here. Please do hit that like, hit that subscribe if you are new. I'm back. I promise I won't be leaving you guys for that long ever again. My next vacation, I will literally just take my laptop everywhere I go. But no, seriously, so I am so excited for this draft because this is going to be our first. I'm sure Brandon's going to be on here. We're going to do a live call-in for the full first round of the draft. So I'm so excited. We might do, member only for like the first 10 picks, so they can get their thoughts out. But I'm excited, man. I am so excited. So I hope that you guys all are going to join me for that live draft. Even the Cowboy fans. Y'all invited. What's good, everybody? What's good, B-Mo? B-Mo in the building. Joe, that hat's fire. Yeah, I like this. It's usually like hanging up there, but I was realizing nobody could ever see it. So I was like, I'm a rocket, bro. My fear is that Pitts will go to Dallas. I'm not afraid of that. I know I'm the only person. I've gotten chopped up by a couple of my friends that are Cowboy creators. Shout out to my guy, Jay Tuck in Rome. But, listen, I'm not afraid of it. I think that if they do that, that's the best for us, realistically. That's not a position that they need. They're doing it with the mindset that they're going to give up Gallup. That Gallup's not going to be there. So to me, you're looking at drafting your 4th option or 3rd option, or possibly making one of your other, wide receivers that you're probably going to be paying pretty soon, less of a option. So either way, I feel like it really doesn't matter to me. I think that if they go anything on the offense other than like line, I think it's a wasted pick for them. Their defense is horrid. But that's just my opinion. I wish that the freaking emojis came up on the screen. I got to figure that out. I love the emojis, though. Shout out to my guy. I would not give up any first other than the 12th. I'll give up pick 7 and 9 for a 12th, and the 84. It's an value according to. Yeah, I would be down with that if that's where you want to go. I like 7 to 9. I think that's a nice sweet spot right there. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a sweet spot right there. So I would be down with that. Yeah, Sean Lee. I mean, but look, man, when does he ever really play? That man be injured every other day. I would prefer 12, though, because Waddle, Smith, Joe, Horn, one of those will be there at 12. Facts. I'm not mad at 12. I wouldn't even be mad at 15 because, honestly, I know Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, either him or Micah Parsons is going to slip. And they're probably going to slip pretty far, to be honest. Like, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is one of those guys that if you don't need a linebacker like desperately, and I don't see a lot of teams needing one in the top 20 outside of like the top 12. So, we might just fall back and grab us the best linebacker available. I don't know. We have so many options, but I feel like if you go and get somebody like Julio, that diminishes a lot of options because you're going to have to give up draft picks. What's good, Bobby? What's good? Now, you're good. We just talking. You know how we do. You know how we get down. We just talking about Julio and, you know what I'm saying? Julio to Philly, someone explained to me. So there's rumors that, the Falcons are hearing calls for Julio Jones. And, as always, all the reports of anybody getting traded has to be filtered through Philly. So, Eagles Twitter was going off a little bit this morning when I was looking at it. So I was like, hey, we'll look at it. He said Horn is the best. Horn. I like Horn. Surtain is a no-fly zone, man. I like them both. I think that you can't go wrong with either of them. But me personally, I love Patrick Surtain. I just like what he brings. I feel like Horn talks a lot, which is dope. I like that. I like that he, has that confidence. But I don't know. Patrick Surtain just goes out there and does his job to me. So I like Patrick Surtain. Horn. See, I'm always alone on these, but it's okay. It's okay. Y'all don't have to agree with me. That's why we family, right? Fly Eagles Fly. Yes, sir. Said Horn is my guy. Okay. That's how I feel. I don't, it might not even be a year. You know what I'm saying? And this I agree with too. Horn to me does have the higher ceiling. I said this in the video, comparing the two, which you guys should all watch. It was dope. But I compared them both, and I basically said I feel like J.C. Horn is going to be the better player. Yeah, or let me say this: J.C. Horn I love what J.C. Horn is going to become. Right? I love what Patrick Surtain is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Patrick Surtain is the product right now. Horn still got to work a little bit, but I like them both. Defense wins championships. I'm taking Horn. If Dallas is smart, Surtain is taken before we want him. This is all if we stay at 12. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. I've never been more excited for a draft than this year. I feel you. I'm excited and I'm nervous. I'm definitely excited to do it with y'all. I hope that we all, you know what I'm saying? I hope we all kick it. I was Surtain since day one, but the more I watch Horn, the move, I'm ready for the pick to be Horn. I don't mind. I'm going to keep on saying I do not mind either of them. But if I had to pick one, I would probably pick Patrick Surtain. But I would not mind at all. You have to see if Hurts is better than Dak. Yeah, I do have to see if Hurts is better than Dak. We're going to see. He played 4 games, bro. He played 4 games, bro. Come on now. Let's run it. Dak was great the past couple years, but we ain't talking about the past no more, right? We ain't talking about the past no more. Horn is the man. I'm taking Horn over Surtain. Damn, people love it. All right. I'm doing a live reaction on my podcast, and I know a couple of basically the 32 people that I did the live podcast or the live mock draft with. I'm probably going to be calling them while we're doing our live and getting their reaction to their picks as well. So I'll definitely try and hit you up. We'll get your reaction on here too. Once it's all over and everything. No, Joe, I feel if we take a wide receiver at 12, the same trade with the Colts, only take cornerback Newman. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Who are you talking to? To Mitch? Yeah, Mitch. Drop your podcast name, son. Nah, we taking corner. We might. Look, from the jump, I said we should take defense even when we were at 6. I was saying that we should probably take defense, and I was on the Micah Parsons train. Guess where I'm still? I'm still on the Micah Parsons train. But I'm being realistic. I understand I'm probably not going to get what I want. Can we trade for Odell Beckham Jr.? We could. I don't think that we should. I do not think that we should. That's another one. That's another one. He's getting up there in age. We're going to have to give up good draft capital, and I'm just not willing to do that right now. Not right now. I feel like you can draft a good wide receiver. You have a lot of good wide receiving coaches and people that are willing to teach the wide receivers. So you don't necessarily need an Odell Beckham Jr. that knows what he's doing. Like, you need somebody that you can mold, that you can grow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not down with getting one of these big guys. Cowboys should draft Sarah Fuller. It will really help them out. I agree. Feel like she getting slept on, bro. She getting slept on. Nina, what up, girl? She said, hey, Joe, late, but I'm here. What's good? What's up? Fly Eagles Fly. Let's get it. You're not alone. I'm afraid of Pitts too, Dallas. Yeah, I'm not. Everybody can't get the ball at once. Exactly. What's good, Solo? What's good, Solo? Damn, I'm mad behind in these comments. I want JC Horn, no wide receiver, no tight end, no quarterback. We need JC Horn as the guy. I respect that. I respect that. Hit that like and subscribe for my boy. You already know. Yes, sir. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you are new, man. Hit that little bell, bell thingy thing. They should make it go like bing, bing, bing or something like that. That would be cool, but they don't. But, you know, if YouTube's listening to me, we might have something dope. Go get Julio. I'm not with it, man. It depends on what it's worth. What is, you know, what are we going to have to give up for Julio? If it's Ertz and like a late pick, I'm with it. I'm cool with that. We could talk then, but Horn will be Jalen Ramsey. I could see that. I could see that. I think that's who I compared him to in my video. Caleb Farley going to be a dog watch. He's definitely slipped on a lot of boards. I'm kind of surprised. Oops. Joe, I feel the only way we take one offensive player in this draft, and that's wide receiver, either the first or second, but expect the defensive draft for sure. I'll say this. I feel like the top end of wide receivers is there's a difference, right? I feel like once you get out of like the top 5 wide receivers, maybe, you know, are they really like worth that number two, that second round pick? Because the second round pick is like basically a late first, right? So, you know, I feel like if you're going to go wide receiver and you want to get the best one possible, you go ahead and grab one early. But, you know, and then just go defense. Because I do think defensively it's a very deep draft. What's good, Philly? So what's good, Mike? Tough if they both on the board. JC Horn and Parsons. I mean, not Parsons. JC Horn and 13. I'd personally take Surtain. I would personally take Surtain. I just think he's more ready for what we are right now. But, you know, it is a tough call. I think it's you're not losing either way, in my opinion, to be honest. JC is a dog. I feel you, bro. Furthermore, I feel it's a better package, the 84th and 37th, to get back in the first round between picks 17 and 22. I would not be mad at that. That's not bad. As long, you know, Brandon, I'm gonna paraphrase what Brandon told me this morning. He was like, as long as we don't have to give up future first round picks, I don't really care what they do. And I'm kind of there as well. You know what I'm saying? As far as the draft goes, as long as we're not giving up a bunch of capital that it doesn't make sense that we move back, then I'm cool with it. Like if you give up the Colts pick that you got from them, that's maybe a first, you know, whatever. You still got 2. You know what I'm saying? And you just got yourself a top 10 player. Hopefully that's what you do it for. Or you got yourself someone like, I don't really want to. I mean, but if you get a Julio Jones, whatever, then you got a Julio Jones. Sean Lee just retired. Yeah, his old ass, man. He never on the field anyways, man. Vander Neck is next. I shouldn't call him that. That's rude. But yeah, Vander Esch, I can't even say his name. He's back to Vander Neck. So Vander Neck is next, all right? Because them boys can't stay healthy. Got to grab the bull by the horns. Therefore, Horn will declare for the NBA draft at the last second and get drafted by the Chicago Bulls. With our luck, that's what would happen. That is definitely what would happen. Horn in the first, wide receiver in the second. Who are you looking at in the second? Surtain could be a bigger sleigh, but Horn can be Ramsey. Both are good. I agree that, you know, I hate giving comparisons just because it's like, when I give a comparison, and I'm sure you agree with me here, I'm not saying that this is who they'll become. I'm just saying that that's what they, you know, play style wise. So I can definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with you. Yo, what up, Philly Talk Podcast? All right, that was weird. I shouldn't have did that. That was kind of weird. My bad, y'all. Anyways. All right, but now that I'm back, I do got to start collabing with my fellow creators again. We could. I don't think we should. Exactly. I don't know, bro. This new coaching staff is in Howie's ear. You can tell. I felt like that. I was talking to Brandon Godwin. Me and Brandon. We're talking to Brandon Lee Godwin, the owner of or the whatever, you know, the dude from Bleeding Green. I've obviously have not been on alive in a while, so you know, excuse my stuttering. But we were talking to Brandon Godwin, and he was telling me, you know, we asked him, we were like, do you think that they're more involved? And he said it was more so a show. It was more so, you know, a persona, not a persona, but that, you know, Howie knows how to kind of draw the narrative to the way that he wants, right? He understands perception, I think is the exact words he said. So we'll see, man. Odell's overrated. Yeah, I kind of agree. Dallas might go linebackers. Sean Lee just retired. I think from jump they probably should have. I think Micah Parsons to the Cowboys was the smartest move. Like they don't hate him, but every time I tell them, they're like, "Oh no, why would we get Micah Parsons?" Like, all your linebackers are trash, and so is your defense. You know what I'm saying? Are you live streaming the draft? I am. We're gonna do a live call in for the draft. If we draft everyone who wants Horn, a wide receiver, everyone who wants Horn is going to be doing some dark magic to make Horn fall to the second round. Imagine. We might need that dark magic. AB, I'm good. I am good. Why are people so hyped for us to get old players that's been hurt and not the same we're used to? Yeah, exactly. I'm good. I think that we have to figure out what we have with this team, with these wide receivers. We have a lot of youth. Let's figure it out. Even if look, I know this is a tough thing to say and a tough pill to swallow, but if we're going to be bad this year, at least make it so that we're good, the following years. Let this be the rebuild year. Let this be the 2016 before our 2017 season. Did you listen to that press conference about the draft? How he dropped some hints in there, man. When was that? Yesterday, I think, or was that the one? My days are all off. I probably did, and just so, but who do you think he was saying he's going to get? I know that people are connecting him to Jaylen Waddle. I know a lot of people are saying that now if he stays at 12, he'll probably take Jaylen Waddle. I'm hearing that he likes Horn. Look, we've heard everything at this point. Facts at this point, Jones is another Alshon. He could be. Yeah, how long would we have him? Is it really that worth it? Did you see how he is making calls? Yeah, I saw that. We're tired. Look, do I want Julio Jones on this team? I would not be mad if he was on this team. I wouldn't be like, that's the worst player in the world, right? But I'm not trying to give up a lot of draft picks for him. I'm not trying to give up a lot of capital for him. If it's cheap, I'm down. That's really where I'm at, man. Vander Neck. Okay, I got it now. Terrence Marshall, if he's in the second round, I would love that. He's a great player. Surtain and Horn are both good corners. I like them both. I think they're both going to be great, to be honest. I think they're both head and shoulders the best in the draft class. I don't think Caleb Farley is too far behind him. I like Greg Newsome. I like the kid out of UCF. I like the other kid out of UCF, Aaron Robinson, I think his name is, and I like the other kid, Tate Gowan, but he's more of like a third-round guy. I really like him, to be honest. And he follows me on Twitter, which is cool. If they draft a lineman, offense or defense, then we on the same ish. If we go skill player or defense, I think coaching staff got to Howie. That's a good way of looking at it. It'll be very, very interesting, especially if we go with a linebacker. Joe, be honest now that we know everything we know. It's about time for the draft. Do you feel we should have stayed at 6 or are 3 firsts next year worth the loss of Chaser Pitts? I'm going to assume that all the good players that we wanted are gone and they go and grab somebody like a, Waddle or something like that. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to say. I personally still feel that you should have waited. I feel like we didn't really gain much by trading back that early. So I will say that we should have stayed at 6. But I'm not mad at the trade. The more that time goes by, the more I'm not really that upset about the trade. But I do think that we should have waited on it. Is day 2 on Friday? I believe so, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be drafting I'm going to be streaming the whole draft. We need linebackers badly. Yeah, I agree. Our linebacking core has been bad for several years. I think there's I wouldn't be mad if we went linebacker in the second round. If somebody like Zaven Collins is there, if somebody like who's old boy from LSU? Damn, how am I? Oh man. Wow, Jabril Cox. Wow, I really forgot his name for a minute. But if Jabril Cox is still there, I'll be down with him. Dylan Moses is a good day 3 guy. There's a lot of good linebackers, so I'm not mad at it. Julio got another 4 years. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not betting on that. Especially with our track history of injuries, I'm not betting on that. Waddle is a faster Rager. I don't know. I don't necessarily know about that, to be honest. I think people just see like similar body styles and be like, oh, that's how he is. If you look at Waddle's tape, that boy is a beast. That boy is a problem. Like he wasn't putting up numbers like he was for no reason. Like that boy is a problem. So I mean, I like him. I like Waddle a lot. Like I said, I'm not saying he's the best in the class. I'm not saying he's the guy I'm going to go trade up for, but I'm not mad at it. Farley needs to stay healthy. Yeah, exactly. We need to package Ertz and the 12th pick for the 7th pick. I'd be down with that. I would be down with that. If both available at 12, who you taking, Horn or Smith? Devontae Smith? I would probably take Horn. It would be tough, though. I wouldn't mind Devontae. That's actually tough. That's tough. I would have to see the board, I guess. That's pretty tough. I like J.C. Horn a lot, and I do want defense, but I feel like, Devontae Smith is probably a top 3 wide receiver in this class. Maybe top 2, depending on who you're talking to. That's hard. That's a tough one. I would probably say go J.C. Horn just so I'm sticking to my guns and saying let's fix this defense. Moses a sleeper, bro. He went from 2nd to Parsons to day 3. Yeah, it's facts, though. It's facts. There's a lot of guys that slip pretty far on a lot of people's boards. So we'll see. I feel like somebody's going to fall. I feel like somebody's going to, fall to us here, Jabril Cox. I don't know why I forgot his name. I like that dude a lot, though. Ertz for Julio. If they want to do it straight up, let's do it. I'm down. If they want to do it straight up, I'm with it. But I'm not giving up mad picks. That's my biggest thing. I'm not giving up mad picks. Cornell Powell will be a late round steal. And a steal. He's a steak and a steal. I like that. What you think about Jalen Hurts? Do you believe in him? I like Jalen Hurts. I think he has all the intangibles. You know what I'm saying? I think I need to see more of him. I think that he hasn't showed me that he can't do it. I'll put it that way. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to see him go out there and ball out for a full season. So, I'm excited for him. I think he can do it. I definitely think he can do it. Ertz for Julio isn't going to happen. They want at least a 2nd round plus more. Yeah, and I'm not willing to do all that. Not that I like it, but I got Howie taking Kwity Paye at 12 and then start trading picks to move back into the 1st. If he gets Kwity Paye, I'll be kind of upset. At that point, just trade back because ain't nobody taking no defensive end. Maybe the Raiders. The Raiders are the only team I could see taking a defensive lineman because they need one. Where's Julio Jones coming from? Well, apparently he's on the trade block, and everybody, whenever somebody's on the trade block, it doesn't matter who it is. It does not matter who it is. Kwity Paye is good, but man, I'm not picking him at 12. Kwity Paye is good, but I just can't do it at 12, bro. I just can't. Football isn't about what you can do well, but how often you can do it. That's a fact. That's a really good way of putting it. That's a fact. The truth hurts. It definitely does. Definitely does. Jalen Hurts gonna ball. His drive is his best quality. Exactly. I feel like the want to become greater is someone's best attribute. If you have that, man, you're gonna go a long way. You're gonna go a long way because everybody's talented in the NFL. So once you get there, it's all about your drive, all about your work ethic. What would you give? Why wouldn't you give up? I wouldn't give up a 2nd for Julio. No, for what? For what? So we have Julio Jones. Like, what has he done for the Atlanta Falcons? Has he won them a Super Bowl? No. When they got to the Super Bowl, they actually had a good defense. That's realistically, a wide receiver is not going to change your fate, especially a 30-year-old one. I'm not giving up a premier pick for him. It's just I'm not. Especially if I'm giving a 2nd and more. Nah, man. How would you fix our receiving core? Look, I mean, I don't know anything about our receiving core yet. I don't think anybody does. We got to see what this is. You know what I'm saying? We have to see what these guys have. Last year was weird year. Last year was just a shitty year for everybody, for Eagles fans, for Eagles players, bro. It was not what they are or what we expect them to be. We have a whole new offensive coaching staff as far as our wide receivers, coaches, and stuff like that. So ask me midway through the season, and I can tell you how we could fix it. Because right now, I don't know what anybody can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't really necessarily think adding all these random players is going to help. If you want to get some young dudes that you can, mold and are going to be the future of this team, I'm with that. But I'm not down to just go grab an old dude for, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Bro, I'm telling you, Jonathan Adams for Arkansas State is Julio. If you want Julio, draft Jonathan Adams. There we go. Boom. Fixed. There we go. We fixed it. The impact of Julio would be huge for a group of. No, I don't think it would. I really don't think it would. What is his impact going to be? His impact is going to be having someone sit. Like, we have coaches that are going to coach these guys. Like, that's not what Julio's going to come in here for. Like, if we were a wide receiver away, then yeah, go after Julio. That's cool. But like, we're not. We need a defense. You know what I'm saying? We need a lot of things to work for. So I just don't see it. I just don't think it's worth it. I really don't think it's worth it. People sleeping on Hurts, and he loves it. Bro's a competitor. Exactly. Yeah, that's why I like that dude, man. The only thing we say about these top players is that they are more likely to be good consistently. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cowboys and Vikings drafted a receiver. What did they do? Facts. Big facts. The Cowboys drafted like 10. We are not going to make no trade for Julio Jones. The plan is to get younger, not get older. Exactly. Did I screenshot? I think I did. Yeah, I got to check my phone. It was the last live we did. Pretty sure I did. Cowboys and Vikings. Yeah, I just read that. 2/3 for Julio, nothing more than. I would do that. Okay, I would do that. If that's like as high as it goes, I'm down. Aaron Moorhead is the first returning wide receiver coach since Chip Kelly was here. Sirianni and Patello know how to. Exactly. We got to see what we have with this team, bro. Julio, Fulgham, and Ward. So yeah, y'all just giving up on Rager? Why are we giving up on Rager so quick? I need to know. What did Rager do? Rager, just like any other player, you put any other wide receiver in this team last year, they're not going to do well. Our team was bad. Definitely think Howie is brewing something. Just hope that something is the right something. That's a big, big fact. That's a big, big fact. Bro, check TJ Vasher. Okay, I'll check him out. Honestly, thinking we need no old weight. Julio is goated, but we need young players on both sides. I agree 100%. What's good, Jersey boy? What's good, brother? Nah, we can keep Rager. Yeah, we got it. I mean, we're not going to get rid of Rager. Rager's not going nowhere. Shout out to everybody that's in here. We're at 45 people. Please do hit that like, hit that subscribe if you are new. Like I said, I'm back, baby. We doing this every day. I'm literally going to live stream every day for the next week, like through the draft. You guys are going to be so sick of me, and I'm going to love it. I'll never give up on Rager. He's too young. Exactly. He showed flashes. We'll see what he does. Give him some time. 3 more days until the draft. Yes, sir. First next year, and this fourth for the 4th spot in Julio. I would do that in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me? You can add Ertz to that. Already am sick of you. I appreciate that. This is why we suck. Who wouldn't want Julio? Julio don't want to play for Atlanta no more. That's why he's been sitting so much. If he's gonna come cheap, I'm with it. I'm not giving them first round picks for a player that doesn't want to be there. Trading Julio will have the same effect as Alshon, train up the young guys like everybody was saying last season. I don't agree because we didn't have good wide receivers when we had Julio. I mean, when we had Alshon. Look, I feel like 2018 or 2017, that year was just, I hate to say it was an anomaly. It was an anomaly. Okay. I don't know what the heck happened. We won a Super Bowl. That's cool. I don't think we can really compare any move to what's going to happen, like future wise. Like everything hit. I don't think Julio is going to have the same effect that Alshon. I don't even think Alshon I just don't. I don't see it, man. And we see what Julio, I mean, with Jeffrey, where he's at now. So it's just not a move I'm really willing to make unless it's cheap. And we didn't have to give up any draft picks for Alshon. Why trade for Julio? That makes no sense. We're not even a contending team. I don't want to say we're not a contending team, but it's just, I think it'll be costing too much. Unless Julio costs close to nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want a couple late middle round picks, look, I'll give you Ertz and like some middle round picks. I'm down with that. If you want to package your first, we'll package our first. Give you Ertz. We'll give you a couple mid round picks. We'll do that. We can do that. But other than that, I'm not giving you no first for that man, bro. Julio Jones is 32 years old, making 23 million. Yeah, exactly. I'm good. I am good. Big play Slay. What's good, big play Slay? Long time no see, my man. Yeah, man. I'm glad to be back. I am glad to be back. Eagles fans want everyone they can't get their hands on. Yeah, you must be new. Welcome. You must be welcome. New. Assuming we stay at 12, Waddle or Horn. If those are my two options, I'm not mad at either. I would probably go Horn just because I think that this defense needs to be, the focus right now. That's what we have to fix. Right now, we have to fix this defense. Never sick of Eagles talk. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Nina. Was thinking Ertz in too. Yeah, I mean, hey, if he's gonna go, get value out of him, man. Eagles will stay a bum franchise. Sweet Peaches coming in with the fire. You upset? Jeffrey and Julio should not be compared. Yeah, I understand what he's saying though. Not talking about Alshon on Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm talking about him saying, "Oh, okay." I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I was just kidding. His son. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Coaching staff gonna figure out how to use Rager. They got to. That's their job. You know what I'm saying? That's their job. Shoot, that's why Doug Peterson's sipping mojitos in his backyard right now. You know what I'm saying? Plus, if we pick Jones, we got to pay him when we do get him, and we are going to be back in bad cap standing. Facts. We really comparing Jeffrey to Julio Jones. I don't think he's comparing him play wise. He wasn't comparing him play wise. He was more so saying the effect of him taking away from the young guys. So I agree with that. Getting Julio Jones right now may make sense in some terms, but it's not going to happen. Julio is in 30s while significantly dealing with a ton of injuries, but it helps, but we don't have an X. Yeah, I wouldn't do it, man. Slay and Horn would be crazy. Facts. And he already said, apparently, like, Slay or Slay's father, who was it? I think Slay's father or Slay, something like that, went to the same school as Horn, and they had, like, some type of connection through that. So, we'll see. I'll be excited to see it, bro. I was on shoes. Hell yeah. Then when I came out of it 2018, I was like, did that really happen? It almost felt like a dream. Still feels like a dream, bro. Still feels like a dream. What's the difference at this point? Stay hurt, aging, I'll pass. Exactly. See what you got. He's not going to stay long. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. Who are you saying he's not going to stay long? Sirianni doesn't make me nervous. I'm excited for him, man. Like, it is what it is. I'm excited for him. I think he's a little quirky, but hey, so maybe that's what you need. He's a young dude. I feel like he can connect to these young dudes. So I'm with it. I'm not nervous. It is what it is. If it's cheap, I'm down. That's it. If it's cheap, I'm down. But if we have to give up premium picks, I'm not doing. I'd rather get Julio than taking a chance on young receivers once again. I'm not doing that. That just doesn't make sense to me. What are we getting him for? Like, what is he? Just because he's a good wide receiver, like, he's not going to bring us over the top of anything. Like, if we add him, how many games do you think we'll win because we have him now? Not many more, in my opinion. Like, we have way more holes than just Julio or than just a wide receiver. Why to sit on the sidelines? Ain't y'all burnt out on injured players? Yeah, I'm tired of it. What's good, Rock? What's good, brother? What's good? Who is your favorite Eagles player of all time? Probably Dawkins. I love Brent Selleck, obviously. Probably Brian Dawkins, though. Brian Westbrook was my man. I love Avant. Oh, damn. I'd probably say Dawkins. I feel like Dawkins is just you can't not love that guy. Yeah, I'm excited about this staff, man. You know, I like the excitement. I haven't felt this type of excitement in a long time, bro. I really haven't. All right, we're gonna get through these comments, and then I'm probably gonna head out. JC Horn is a dog, man. The guy has a feel for the football. He can tackle. He's very athletic. He's aggressive, and he can sense a play before it happens. As of the moment, he is the best DB. Maybe I. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I like them both, though. Well, I like them both. Again, Jones makes no sense for this team. We barely got a quarterback with games under his belt. Why trust him already? Let Hurts play for a full season first. I agree. I agree. You got to let this. I mean, and it's more about the wide receivers for me, man. Everybody was screaming, "Play the." Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, I gotta make that the pin. That just deserves a pin right there. That's all it does. You know, everybody was screaming to play the young wide receivers, and now it's all let's go get an old injured wide. Exactly. Talk to them. I do. I like Patrick Surtain a lot. I do. We talk about how he'll connect with the older players when the older players aren't much younger than most of the staff. Yeah, exactly. Excuse me, bro. Sirianni is a dog. I love his energy. Y'all keep making fun of him when he starts winning. It'll stop. Facts, big facts. Cunningham was a dog. Cunningham was a dog. Obviously, Harold Carmichael is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, I believe. So that's awesome, man. He was a dog too. He still got most of our records for receivers. Receivers don't just wake up and boom, they're good. It takes work, and a lot of these young bulls just need some game time experience to make that jump. Exactly, and they need good coaching. They need like actual structure. Dawkins is my favorite Eagle. Yeah, Dawkins is that guy. It's hard not to love him. Colts fans are in for a rude awakening. Yeah, the Ginger Gina, bro. He sucks. Can't wait. I had a whole argument like Saturday. Me and my boy went out to me and my nephew. I said my boy. My nephew went out to the bar, and we're talking to these guys that are Colts fans because everybody wants to talk to me about the Eagles for some reason. That's the first thing people bring up to me. But either way, and they're like, "Oh, what about Carson Wentz?" And I cussed his ass out. I was drunk, and I was just like, "Man, that boy trash. F you. I don't care about that guy. Stop bringing him up." Yeah, but he was a good dude. The guy bought me some drinks. So, me too. I believe he will bring our wideouts up to speed. That's what the job of our coaches. I think you're talking about the coach. Yeah, you're talking about the coach. My bad. I'll shut up. I think Farley will be the best DB in the draft when it's all said and done. But from this moment on, Horn is the best DB in the draft, paying out beautifully in the NFL. I love his energy and I love his mindset. I really do. The young receivers we have are not it. They're just not good talent wise. I'm not really sure where you're getting that from. You didn't really get to see. That's not true. They have a ton of talent. I think Jalen Rager can be good if you know what he's used for, if you use him correctly. I think Travis Fulgham showed that he has potential. I'm hearing as the offseason goes on that he was being benched because of some work ethic issues. So, that should be corrected. And stuff like that. So I think we have to give them at least a year before we can say that they're not good or that they have no talent. You're just saying this because you want Julio. I don't want Julio. So I'm hoping that's, well, bro, I'm good. I'm out. Good show. Everyone hit that like and follow. Peace, bro. I'll see you later, AK. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I'm about to be out soon, too. Dawkins, Carmichael. Yeah. It's like, how do you pick? Hugh Douglas? Shout out to my guy, Hugh. Everybody. I love them all. I got a feeling Trent Cole. Trent Cole's the guy. Y'all got to go and like spam Trent Cole's Twitter because like he responded to me and gave me like the email for his people to like get him on the show. And I'm trying, bro. I am trying. So pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. I will geek out if I can get him on here. I got a feeling Jaylen is going to be another Nelson. We basically drafted the same player last year that we let go. Might be. We will see. I've been trolling Colts fans too. You got to, bro. You got to. I just want Joke no matter what we do or where we get him and was able to play a base defense all because of him. Yeah, I mean, look, Notre Dame played, I think it was like almost 50% in their base defense. And he covered people like Devontae Smith. He covered I don't think he played Jamar Chase. but I know he covered Devontae Smith a couple times, and he covered a lot of those wide receivers on that Alabama squad. So, look, man, he's good. They're in the NFL for a reason. They showed what they can do, just a matter of getting them open. Exactly. How can we judge the talent of these wide receivers when they have bad coaching, a bad offensive line, and a bad quarterback? Can't show anything with all that bad. That's a fact. That's a fact, BMO. Talk to him. What's up, bro? What's up, Nautica? What's up? No, Kay is hating on our guys just to argue, bro. What's good, man? What I missed? Not much, man. Not much. We just talking about the Julio Jones talk. I'm not on board for it. We were also talking about the whole Devontae. Was it? No, it was Jaylen Waddle. Is perceivedly the pick at number 12 if that's where we stay, and then that they're possibly moving up for JC Horn. So we're just talking about our feelings on it, just trying to get our thoughts out. Lito Shepherd, yeah, he was a dog too. I met Lito Shepherd. Trent Cole, Sheldon Brown, Trotter, Simon, Burgess, Trey Thomas, Hank Basket, John Runyon. Yo, we have so many squads, bro. So many people do that. They respond and then just don't say nothing. I got a response from Westbrook to people just be like, yeah, hit this person up, and then they just never say nothing. So it is what it is. It's all good though. It's all good. Be more careful. To be fair, y'all talking to him. Who couldn't track a ball? I couldn't track the ball. Injury prone as Sean Lee finally retired. Yeah, bye. As we go on, what's that song? To whatever. Come on. Not Basket Fraley. Hank Fraley was a dog. Yeah, he was a dog too. We had so many. Our offensive lines used to be so nasty. They still are pretty good when they're healthy. And our defensive line were disgusting too for years. I would love to get back to just having 4 disgusting defensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? A man can dream. A man can dream. Do I think my Nets are going to win? Do I think? I hope so. I hope so. No, I think we will. I think we, as long as we stay healthy and get to the playoffs healthy, I think we got a really good chance. I think it's going to be hard for anybody to really keep up with us for 7 games in a row or, whatever. So we'll see, though. I definitely think we got a good shot. I just read we talked to Waddle. I don't know why I said Waddle multiple times, and if we were to trade up, we trading up for Pitts or a QB. If we get a QB, man, I know a lot of people are going to be upset, but I will be telling you, I told you so. I will be saying that. That's what it is. Oh, Jim Johnson, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. Yeah, the middle school graduation song. As we go, that was about John, bro. My Washington Wizards are coming. Hey, they can come to the game. I'll get them a ticket. My Lakers will win it. We have the deepest squad. We'll see. We'll see. We're basically in first place, and we're not even playing all 3 of our stars at the same time, if we're even playing them. So we'll see. I'm not sure how the hell we would afford him with our cap situation. Not to mention, this is a finishing piece for a contender, not a rebuilding team. I agree 100%. I agree 100%, Joe. And with that, I think that's the perfect way to end this. Listen, I appreciate everybody that has rocked out with me. I'm sorry that I was gone for so long. Had to, do some stuff with the family, but I am back. And I will be back here tomorrow at the same time, same channel, same Philly time at the same Philly spot. Had to do that. But either way, I love you guys. And if you guys do want to become a member, the link is in the description. Go ahead and go do that. It's only $1. Other than that, man, y'all know what it is. It is Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out, Chad. Peace.